Stormshield weather, certified most accurate.
And hi again, everyone. We're going to be watching this area down here to the south and east of Tulsa. That's where we expect to see the rain develop, and it'll start to move back to the north. Remember, freezing rain occurs when it rains, it hits the surface and then freezes. It doesn't freeze on the way down. So when it gets into the areas where the temperature is below freezing, that's when we'll know we start to have some freezing rain concerns. And right now, look at all the area across the Midwest under an ice storm warning, with the southern edge of this with the freezing rain advisory. And the freezing rain advisory right now is Tulsa County up to the northeast, basically along Interstate 44. If you're north and west of Interstate 44, it's an ice storm warning, goes into effect tomorrow and runs through Sunday. Here's future track. I'll put it into motion tonight, and we start to see some of these pinks. But of course, remember, you have to have the temperature below freezing for it to technically be freezing rain. So maybe it's trying to indicate we'd have a sleet pellet or something like that. I guess that's possible. But the air is pretty warm aloft, so it should fall as rain. And then we make it up to about 8 a.m., and you can see some freezing rain at Manford, at Tulsa, also at Bartlesville, Ponca City, Stillwater, and Coffeyville. Veneta just above the freezing mark at that time. And then most of us warm above freezing along Interstate 44, and then back to the north and west it stays below freezing. So that's why we have the ice storm warning up there. We're still above freezing Friday night. Rain to the south, and this will be light rain showers at Muskogee and Tahlequah, but notice the temperatures are in the 40s there. And still at Bartlesville and Coffeyville, Ponca City, Manford, Stillwater, that freezing rain will continue into Saturday morning, and the ice accumulations up there may amount to 1/4 to 1/2 inch. Here's the latest on those ice accumulations, and you can see in Tulsa, less than 1/10 of an inch, most of this during the day tomorrow. Bartlesville to Coffeyville picks up about 1/4 of an inch. And there might be some isolated areas where it's even higher than that, and that stretches all the way to St. Louis, all the way back to Woodward, where 3/4 of an inch of ice right now being indicated by that computer data. All right, travel impacts. Watch the elevated surfaces tomorrow morning, the north into the northwest tomorrow night, and I think Saturday, most of it will just be wet. Temperatures right now, well above freezing. Tahlequah, even though dropping closer to the freezing mark, I think we'll stall it there. So the air temperature is important, but something else that is important, the street temperature. Let's go to meteorologist Brandon Woolley. He's going to show us just how warm or cool the streets are. Hi, Brandon.
Hi, Brett. We are just off of Peoria right now in the Brookside area, so you can see all the traffic obviously traveling fine right now, but that could change over the next couple of days. Now, if we come back right in front of our storm truck, we can actually check in with the current temperature. The WeatherBug network on top of the roof, the sensor is reporting about 39 degrees, so into the upper 30s for the ambient air temperature. But I have our infrared thermometer right here. If I point it at the parking lot, you can see the current temperature right around 42 degrees, so that's okay right now. But you can see if we pointed at our live truck, the windshield is 32. So the windshields and also the metal objects and obviously those elevated surfaces, that could be the big problem for the next couple of days. Brett, back over to you.
All right, Brandon, and here's what I want everybody to do. Tomorrow morning, watch Kirsten Horn. She's going to have the coverage on 2 Works for You. I'll be here with her. And then when you get in the car, listen to Taft Price on 98.5 KVOO, Bob FM, K-Hits, Big Country, and Talk Radio 1170, our Scripps radio stations. We will have you covered from that vantage point too. Clouds are increasing from the River Spirit camera. Temperature currently outside 38 degrees, the dew point at 22, north winds at 13. And overnight tonight, we expect the temp to drop to 32 degrees around the Tulsa area. Rain developing down to the south, freezing drizzle up to the north, with north winds at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Here's the 7-day forecast. A 100% chance that we have rain tomorrow and freezing rain. And as I showed you, most of the freezing rain, if not all of it, will be north and west of Tulsa. And Tulsa will warm up to 36. It'll be warmer to the south. Saturday, we should get out of the woods in terms of the ice for most of us. Again, those areas closer to the Kansas border may still be flirting with that freezing mark, but 40 on Saturday. Then all of us above freezing on Sunday, an 80% chance of rain. Maybe a few thunderstorms Sunday night, and Monday a 30% chance of rain. Still warm Monday. Look at this, 67. So whatever ice we have will melt. Cools off a little bit by next Tuesday. Another look at the 7-day coming up. 2 Works for You at 5 continues right after this.